I believe that I have developed a pretty unique perspective in that I intern for the UC Foundation, and so I get to see on a day-to-day basis the remarkable impact giving back has on colleges and programs across campus.
Students who are struggling financially to make ends meet and go to school, and so they end up working more than they probably should. They had a little more financial assistance so they could focus on their learning more, especially in a field where you have to do an internship.
The social work students make extreme sacrifices really to pursue their education here.
I was working like a retail job, and that still doesn't pay the bills, and I was also getting a lot of loans. And even with the loans and working this retail job, it wasn't quite helping me make ends meet. So the scholarship really helped me to pay my bills, and that helps to alleviate some of the stress that you already have as a graduate student, that now I can concentrate on my studies because I have a little bit of extra money to help make my way.
Receiving the scholarship for me was very important because I am a single parent, and I was able to use some of that money to buy books, help pay for parking.
If we could alleviate just a little bit of that financial burden of school, it's going to free up students to go even further in their studies, to be more confident in their practice, and to become better social workers once they graduate.
Everybody here in general put a ton of effort into planning our classes and all the extra work that comes with that, and for the students to have a quality learning experience.
The faculty are really interested in preparing students to help other people as much as possible. The students are really eager to get out there and help people in the community. I mean, what could be better than that?
And this professor, when I would write papers, would respond to my papers and would help me with my own personal life. Social work could really be like a muse for my writing. And I think that has been very instrumental for me, and also been something that I can use.
I know we have a lot of adjunct faculty who work full-time jobs during the week and still come in and teach their classes at night with the same enthusiasm they had, starting the day out with.
Dr. Taylor probably was the most inspirational figure that I had here. What she represents when she stands in front of that classroom and the way she gives over her information with such passion and meaning showed me how much a person can care about what they're doing.
I think they're actually doing an excellent job in order to help us seek the knowledge that we need to in order to be excellent social workers on down the line.
But because we know we're turning out the same kind of people who will be our co-workers down the line, we really want them, to be the best.
And I see that our graduates end up eventually coming back and instructing our next generation of students. So I know a little bit about what our graduates do and how much they impact our community in a positive way.
The people that I've met and the professors that I've encountered have changed my perspective in many ways. It's easy to be open-minded in a vacuum. It's much more difficult to value other people's opinions and understand where other people are coming from when you're actually faced with it in a classroom.
I would say it's made me a lot more outgoing, a lot more enthusiastic, and a lot more excited about life in general. So it's been a great experience.
They really emphasize in our classes how important it is to know yourself inside and out, to know your value system, to know your beliefs, to know your biases, to know what groups of people you may be uncomfortable working with. And that's been the biggest change I've experienced.
One of the advantages of being here at UC is the enormous diversity of this area, of this campus, of the students, from parents, grandparents, and typical undergrads who are 20, all in the same classroom together. I mean, that in and of itself offers a real richness and diversity.
It's taught us to look on the other side and say, hey, you know what, some people are different, but once we understand what they go through or what the things that they've been through, then we can kind of understand what it's all about, what our jobs are.